Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Here messing with a third gen today. I got a noise, sounds like a loose bearing or maybe a bearing being played out. We're gonna start this thing up and let y'all hear it. Then I'll show you a quick process on how to figure out what it is and where it is. So we walk over here. You hear that whining noise? Sounds like clicking or clacking in there. So I've been having this noise for 2-3 weeks now. It rains around here all the time right now, it seems like. So seeing as it's sunny, it just got done raining, but it's sunny right now. We're gonna get into the process of figuring out where that noise is coming from and then replace it. So to get started, you need a 3/8 ratchet. You're gonna take your belt off so you can spin your pulleys. You need to be able to spin your pulleys so you can tell. You work it in there, see it has a spot for it right there. You take it. The easiest way for me, pull up and then slide your belt off. Now you can let that rest. You can pull your belt off, which frees up all your pulleys. So my way of thinking is spin your pulleys. You hear how there's nothing, it sounds, you can't hear anything, it's smooth. Power steering pump, same thing, no noise. Check that pulley, it's not loose. It's not loose, see it won't wiggle. You can take your fan, spin your fan, which will spin your water pump pulley, right? And you can wiggle it, feels good. Alternator, spin your alternator, nothing. Come over here. There's a few of them to check, I know. That sounds good, it's not loose. That's my tensioner. So we have an idler pulley here, and let's spin it. You hear that? Now let's wiggle it. Oh yeah, it's got some play in there. You hear that? That tells me that bearing in there is going out, and that's where my noise is coming from. So now we're gonna get into replacing it. So to replace it, get your same 3/8 ratchet, pull it off your tensioner here. You need a 13mm socket, that's it. One bolt right here on the front. Just like that, simple as that. Now I've already went to the auto parts, bought the tensioner. I checked this out earlier. This is actually the second one I've had to replace. Now the issue I'm having is that the auto parts that I go to, and every one of them I've used, does not have in stock the same metal pulley, right? And myself doesn't care too much for these plastic ones they give you. So it's as simple as that, it comes off that easy. The only thing you have to reuse is your bolt. Pop your bolt out, all right? Listen to this. Oh. This is what it's supposed, this is a cheap plastic one here. Part number 38058. Now it's the same diameter. You always want to check that and make sure your pulleys are the same. Look at that. No clicking, no funny noise in there. So the same, just reverse process for the install. It's real quick. Put your screw in there like so. Slide it on there. I like to use my socket. It gives my big fingers a little something to grab onto. Get it hand tight. Now you don't have to get crazy with this. You don't have to go all super crazy and get tight. It just spins. It's not like it's seeing a bunch of crazy action. See, you just snug it up. Don't get crazy. Like so. Always check, look at that. No noise. That bearing's smooth. So now we get to wrap this belt. If you ever forget where your belt or how your belt wraps, always look right here on your radiator. 9 times out of 10, it'll show you which belt routing is yours. For me, it's the 5/7 here, the center one. And believe me, with all my experience, I still use that. So for me, I keep it here. This is my pulley up top. It'd be the easiest one to get to, right? So you slide this old ratchet back on this tensioner here. And before you get into this, make sure that your belt is wrapped properly on the bottom around your crank, around your power steering pump, your lower idler pulley. It's a couple things you got to check. So once you know it's routed on the bottom correctly, pull up and hold tension on the belt. Then you pull up. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Just like so. There you go. Belt's back on. Simple as that. So now we get to start it up and see if that noise is gone. That rattling bearing noise, loose bearing noise. Yeah, you don't hear that whining noise anymore. You don't hear that kind of a chimey noise coming from a bad bearing. So we got that taken care of. Pretty quick fix. So if it'll ever stop raining and give me about 2.5 hours, we're gonna get into a water pump on this. It's just starting to leak from the weep hole, or it actually looks like a freeze plug on the water pump. And I've been through this before, so I know it takes about 2.5 hours to do it. So I'm hoping the next video out will be that, because it's got to be done. Besides that, keep doing your thing, living your dream. We'll get another video out to y'all soon. Like and subscribe, leave a comment. We'll catch up with another adventure later.